Welcome to Stafford Audi. Today I'd like to show you this 2019 on a 69 plate approved used Audi Q2 Sport 30 TFSI 116 PS 6-speed in Ibis white. Now, as an approved used vehicle, this car does come with a minimum of 12 months warranty and 12 months roadside assistance. For more information, to get a personalised finance quote or to book a test drive with us, contact us now on 01785 899 417. So to start off with, let's take a 360-degree tour of this Q2. Now, looking at the front of this stunning car, you can see the silver accents on the grille and the lower grills there. You can also see these halogen lights with the halogen daytime running lights, which are really bright and mean that every road condition in front of you is always visible. And we do also have on this car a very striking stance. Now, looking down the side of this vehicle here, we can see these stunning 5-spoke 17-inch alloy wheels, which really complement the Ibis white paintwork very nicely. Now, looking up to the side there, you can see the stunning side profile of this Q2. And standing back, we do have the ice silver metallic C-blade, which is the section just at the back behind the rear door. And as you can see from the height of the vehicle, there's plenty of space in the back for people over 6 foot. And it also means that any larger items you want to load in the back, you can do so with ease due to the high roofline of this vehicle. So let's have a look in the back, shall we? So when looking in the back, you can find 3 spacious rear seats. The outer 2 seats do come with ISOFIX point, which makes this a great family car. And the seats do also fold 60-40, which means you can get larger items easily into the back of this Q2. You can see there as well a glimpse of the red accents in this vehicle, which really stand out and make this car feel extra premium. And as you can see, there's plenty of space in the back for legroom for those over 6 foot. Now, coming to the rear 3/4, we can see the stunning design of the Q2, including those rear parking sensors. We do also have the chrome exhaust tip there, which looks really sporty and makes the car look really premium. And then coming round to the back, we have one of the best features of this Q2, which is the powered tailgate. So it's very easy to use. All you have to do, as I'm doing now, is push the button on the key fob. You can also open it from inside the car or from a button under the actual Audi rings on the boot itself. And then when inside the boot, you can see there's plenty of space in there for any golf clubs, for those suitcases for that weekend away, or any larger items once the seats are folded. We do also have several convenience features, such as hooks to keep your shopping upright. We do also have a movable load floor. So all you have to do is push the button and the boot simply closes, which means if you've still got any items in your hand, makes life much simpler. And then going down the side of the vehicle, you can see the stunning Ibis white paintwork really pops in this bright light today. And then looking inside, once again, we do have the very bright red accents inside this vehicle, which really make the car feel very different and very bold. And looking inside there, we do have the lovely red trim. And we do also have these stunning sports seats here, which are really comfortable on those longer journeys, but also really hold you nice and tight if you want to put your foot down and go a little bit faster in your Q2, especially around those bends. So that completes our initial 360-degree walk around of this 2019 Audi Q2 Sport. For more information, to get a personalised finance quote or to book a test drive with us, contact us now on 01785 899 417. For the next part of this video, let's take a more in-depth look inside the Q2 and have a look at some of the technology that's on offer. So starting off here with the window controls, we do have the power rear door locks for those children, which makes this once again a great family car. We do also have the electrically adjustable folding and heated door mirrors there, which is great for parking spaces, and the heating element means that that frost comes off absolutely no problem on those colder mornings. And then looking over to the steering wheel, we do have a 3-spoke multifunction leather wrapped steering wheel, which means that all the controls are right at your fingertips, and it's very nice to hold and very comfortable. And then sitting behind that, we do have a nice digital screen there in the centre of those 2 analogue dials, which can very clearly, as you can see, read the speed out to you. We do also have several other options, such as your radio, your phone, your maps. And we can also go through different settings for the vehicle, looking at your MPG. And you can also have a look at things such as your trip computer and your average speed. So the controls for that central screen are on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. So you've got the top 2 buttons there, which go left and right through the different menus, which means it's very simple. Once you know where those buttons are, you can do it without looking. Underneath, we have a scroll wheel, so you can scroll up and down your different menus or radio stations, and you push it into select. We have our options there, things such as our reduced display. We also have our back button. And then on the right-hand side of the steering wheel, we've got the controls for our radio. So you scroll the little wheel up and down to increase and decrease the volume, push it in to mute it. Left and right either side of that skips the tracks or the radio stations. We have our voice control above that, our telephone connectivity, our nav button, and we do also have our miscellaneous button there, which you can program to do different functions. This vehicle does also come equipped with the cruise control and speed limiter, which is great for those longer drives. It means you won't get any speeding tickets and just takes the effort out of any driving in this Q2. Now, this vehicle does also feature a central infotainment screen, which is very easy to use, very clear to see, and we can use that via a little scroll wheel down near the gear stick. So you just have to go through different menus. So we've got our CarPlay, Android Auto as well, which is great for those more modern devices. We have our maps, which are very clear, and you can zoom in and out there, see different displays depending on your preferences. Our navigation, which means you never get lost in your Q2. We have our telephone connectivity for those important business calls. Your media via Bluetooth or USB. We also have our radio there. We've got a long list of digital audio broadcasting radio stations, as well as your traditional FM and AM channels. And then moving on from our radio stations, we do also have Audi Drive Select, which is a variety of different ways to set up the vehicle depending on how you'd like it to react. So if you'd like to go for more of an economy run, you can put the vehicle in comfort, whereas if you'd like to go for a more dynamic drive, you can put the vehicle in dynamic. Now, looking below that, we do have the shortcut buttons there. So we have the button on the right to turn the screen on and off. We have our traction control button, our start-stop button, and we do also have our drive select button there, so you can quickly look through those menus. Then down below that, we do have our air conditioning, which is really nice for those summer days, which means you can keep the car nice and cool. And it's also great for heating the car up really quickly in the winter. And they're very easy to use, and it means that once you've learnt where they are, it's really great and simple to use, very user-friendly. And then below that, we do have our 12-volt socket, so you can keep those accessories nice and charged. And alongside that, we do have the first USB socket. Below that, we do have cup holders, and now you can move that central bit as well, so if you'd like to take that out, that's no problem. And if you'd like to move them over, depending on the different size of cups, you can also do that. And then we do also have our manual radio controls there, so you can knock it side to side to go through the different tracks, scroll it round left and right to increase and decrease the volume, or push it in to mute it. And this vehicle, as mentioned before, does come with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which pairs very nicely with the 30 TFSI engine, feels really smooth to use, and means that you get that extra sporty drive. Now, looking just behind that, we do have the controls for that central infotainment screen. So you've got your shortcut buttons there, which go through different options such as your map, your telephone, your radio and your media. And then the swivel wheel there, which scrolls left and right through the different menus, as well as your menu and back buttons. And below that, we do also have our electric parking brake, which is great for those steeper hills. It means you don't need to judge how much to put the handbrake on. We do also have our auto hold there, which is perfect for those traffic jams. And then behind that, we do have a lovely centre armrest there, and that conceals a USB socket and an auxiliary socket, which means that you can constantly keep all the devices in the car charged. And we've also got storage space under there for things such as a wallet or keys, which you wish to remain hidden. So that completes our look today at this 2019 Audi Q2 Sport 30 TFSI 116 PS 6-speed in Ibis White. For more information, to get a personalised finance quote or to book a test drive, contact us now on 01785 899 417. And as an approved used vehicle, this car does come with a minimum of 12 months warranty and 12 months roadside assistance. We hope to see you at Stafford Audi very soon, and thank you for watching this video.